Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. It's Friday, which means it's time for the weekend wrap up. Let's start off with the Apple Wallet, you guys, and the fact that they are now allowing you to save not only your credit card information, but your driver's license, ID, work badges, passport, everything like that. And my question is, are you guys going to trust it with all of your information? And I sound a little crazy, sounding unsure, because I happen to love the Apple Wallet. I'm not going to lie. When my baby first taught me how to use it, because here's the thing, she lost her credit card or her wallet. One, but anyway, she lost her credit card. And she was still able to use everything with her, she was still able to get gas and get things with her Apple Wallet. And I swear, I was just like, oh my God, what is that? You can still purchase things? Like, you can still use it? And show me how. That's my whole thing. I'm like, show me. So when she showed me, I then became an Apple Wallet snob. Yes, I did. I would go to stores and be like, do you guys take the iPay? And they would be like, yeah. And I'm like, good, because all stores don't. And then when I go to a store that doesn't accept it, I'm like, tell them to get with it. I'm sorry, Walmart, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is how we pay now. So I'm an Apple snob. I'm not gonna lie. However, I don't know if I'm gonna trust it with all of that information. I don't know if I'm gonna trust it with my driver's license and everything. Tell me what you guys are gonna do. Maybe it'll sway me, or I don't know. That's just a lot of information to give them. I mean, Apple already knows all your shit, but just like thieves or whatever that may end up stealing your phone, you don't want them to have all that information. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys are going to do. Like, I'm really on the fence about it. Now, let's move on to Teyana Taylor, and congratulations are in order to her for winning Maxim's Hot 100 Woman of Influence. And she's the first Black woman to win this, so she's basically the hottest woman ever right now. And I agree. Teyana Taylor is, she's hot. And what makes it even worse is that she runs around saying how she doesn't work out. It's like, you're just automatically hot. Whatever, Teyana. But I think it's very fitting for her. I think it's crazy that we are now in 2021 and she's the first Black woman ever. Now, y'all know that's not true. You guys know that that is not true, that this is the first time a Black woman is the most beautiful. Get out of here. Like, what are you comparing them to? Let's see what you're comparing us to, because Black women, we got it going on. But congratulations to Teyana Taylor. Job well done. And kind of sticking with congratulations, let's move on to Simone Biles. And she becomes the first woman to win 7 U.S. all-around titles. And I am so proud of this young lady. She's amazing. I'm sure everyone has seen her videos and seen her in action, and she's amazing. And the things that she just has overcome, mainly things with the media, in terms of, remember a long time ago when they would make such a big fuss about her hair and her, did she have wigs or weave or something, or was that just her hair that wasn't to their liking, and they made fun of her, and like that was overshadowing what she did, like all of her greatness. So now she's grown, she's proven everybody wrong. She's proven everybody wrong, because this woman gets all of the hot guys. So Simone is not paying any attention to you all. She's all that. Congratulations, Simone and Teyana Taylor. We gotta say happy birthday to Mr. Prince Rogers Nelson. His birthday passed on the 7th, June 7th was his birthday. This picture is so disrespectful, y'all. Let me get this off and put up the sexy MF of himself. But that Dave Chappelle episode was hilarious, y'all. My all-time favorite. Him doing Prince and Rick James. Anyway, I digress. Happy birthday, Prince. Oh my God, we miss you. We miss you so much. If nothing more than just looking at your beautiful, handsome handsome and beautiful at the same time face. We just miss you. And now, in nobody gives a shit news, Fallon, Portia, Simon, and Boy X. Let's just call him Boy X because I don't know who he is. I don't know his name. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit. This whole story, you guys, I'm over. I'm over it. Before we even get to Real Housewives of Atlanta next season or whatever, I'm over it because I feel like they fucking with us. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like they trying to play us and this is all for play. Portia, let me back up. Fallon apparently has an interview that she's doing and I guess she's doing a whole tell-all. I don't care. Will I watch it? Probably clips or whatever, but I don't care enough to sit through that. So Fallon does this tell-all. They post on the Shade Room that it's coming and like a tiny clip. Then then Simon comes out and he's showing all of these receipts, which I'm so over the term receipts, guys. I'm just over it. Like, it's proof. Okay, it's just called proof. And he's showing all of these this camera footage from when he was out of town, and she supposedly had Boy X over and she's going out with Boy X and he's dropping her off and leaving at the gate or whatever. So she was sneaking, but look at him. Was he thinking that she wouldn't sneak? Like, look at him and look at her. So that's not nice, but it's true. Look at him. And then I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, you guys, like, I'm starting to think that Simon is gay. I'm sorry, I just am, because the way he's going back and forth is like a little bitch. I'm sorry, it's real bitch made. The fact that he did that whole thing with Wendy Williams, and she should never have called his house a shack or whatever she did. It was giving mad xenophobia or whatever. Like, Wendy Williams is just trash. So nothing she said surprises me, but the fact that he even had to clap back and show improve, it's just like, dude, let Portia do that or something. Like, you don't need to do that because you're a guy. If you're a guy, don't do that. Like, my guy is not participating in that BS with a woman. You're not finna go back and forth with a woman. I'm sorry. I'll handle it, or we'll just pay her dust. Bottom line. And she's Wendy Williams. Pay her dust. It's gone the next day. Like, why are you even discussing it? Anyway, I got off subject, but yeah, so he's going back and forth with these camera footage and all that or whatever. Then we have the guy coming out and stating that they weren't messing around. Then he came back out again and said that they were messing around this whole time. Let's see, Portia has gotten his name tattooed or something. I think his name tattooed on her neck or whatever. I ain't see it. I didn't see it. And that's the truth. Like, when they showed the clip of her saying she got it, it's all behind hair and like she didn't show it. Show me a clip or I don't believe it. Because they also posted a picture on the Shade Room of Portia and Simon. And when I tell you she looked like mortified at the fact that he was touching her, she looked disgusted at him. She just looked like she hated it there. Like, I'm sure she loves the money, but she looked like, yo, save me, I hate it here. But the whole point is, I'm not looking forward to watching this on Real Housewives. If I'm still doing this whole podcast thing or whatever, YouTube thing, then I'll probably have to review it because it's, people still watch it. It's still huge. But I'm so turned off from this story, you guys, because I really think they are playing with our intelligence. And I just have zero interest in it. I really do. I have zero interest in this story. So yeah, I had to work really hard to find the shit to even do the story because, again, no one cares. No one gives a shit. You guys, let me say something I never thought I would say. Let's talk about Fabolous. Never thought I'd say that because it's fabulous. And while I like his music, I love his little lazy, voice and all that, I'm not a huge fan of him as a person. So didn't think I would ever have to talk about him. However, shout out to the Shade Room for the next couple of pictures that I'm posting. But Fabolous found it in his heart to post, an appreciation post for Miss Claudette Ortiz. Claudette Ortiz is the lady who was she's the woman that was in the group City High. Early 2000s, it was a group. They had that song. I'm not going to sing it, but y'all know City High. And all the men were crazy for her back then. And she's a pretty girl. And she was on, I think, R&B Divas, and she's still pretty. But what made him think it's okay to post her? And I'm only asking that because we all know about Emily. Emily is his girl. I don't know if they ever got married. I probably could have Googled it before I did this story, but I didn't care enough, guys. But Emily's his girl. We all know that. We all know that now. And I would love to feel sorry for Emily. However, Emily is giving me Paige from Married at First Sight vibes. Like, she's giving me you're just an idiot type vibes, and we can no longer feel sorry for you because you're a dumbass. Like, what else can we do? We didn't know anything about Emily, his girl, until she popped up on Love and Hip Hop New York. And suddenly Fabolous has a girlfriend. She allowed him, she had a kid with him. She allowed him for years to just keep her in the house. Emily was in the house. We didn't know nothing about Emily until that whole fight with Chrissy and everything on Love and Hip Hop. And we found out she existed and they had been together for years and years. While he's out acting single as all get out. Then we see him, he knocked her teeth out. Well, we don't see him knock her teeth out, but the next story is that he ends up knocking her teeth out. He acted a fool. Now, this we did see on video. He acted a fool in front of the kids, got the kids upstairs in the bedroom screaming and looking out the window at him outside acting a fool with her dad and I think her brother or something. I could be wrong, but I know her dad was there. Fabolous is just an asshole. He just really is, and he treats her like complete crap. On one hand, I'm assuming on the other hand, he doesn't, I'm assuming, she gets to live this life and everything, but is it worth it? Because if we saw him act a fool on camera and he knocked your freaking teeth out, does this mean that the abuse just happens in the house all the time and we just don't know it? But anyway, Fabolous comes out and he's like, oh, you guys make a big deal out of everything. It was an appreciation post. It wasn't rude. I mean, it's not anything behind it or whatever. You guys make something negative out of everything positive. And I'm just like, ugh, Emily, how do you do it? How do you do it? But that's remedial as Fabolous. What else can we say? So you guys, there was a story that came out about Jay-Z and Mariah Carey that literally lasted less than 24 hours. Okay? The story was saying that she wanted to leave Roc Nation, which she actually did. She left Roc Nation. But they were saying that her and Jay got into an explosive argument at the time that she, decided to leave. And she, the very next day, like I said, I don't think it was 24 hours, but she came out and she said, and shout out to the Shade Room for this picture, but her post read, the only explosive situation I'd ever get into it with Hov is a creative tangent, such as our #1 song, Heartbreaker. To the people who make up these lies, I say, poof, vamoose, son of a bitch, which is, we all know, a J line. So I was really happy to see that. The whole thing was deaded. Like, literally, she said poof and story gone. And that's good because, it wasn't a good look. Whether it happened or not, guys, we can't say for sure that it didn't happen because Mariah's a diva and Jay-Z is, he's not going to take any crap and he's not going to take anybody talking to him any kind of way. So who knows? It may have happened, may not have happened, but regardless, I'm happy that the story was shut down because it's just not a good look, even if it did happen. Not a good look. Story shut down. Poof, as she said, the story's out of here. It's done. And now in I Know You Fucking Lying news, we have Crocs and Balenciaga team up for these shoes that are $850. And believe it or not, you guys, somebody's going to buy them. There's going to be women out there buying these shoes thinking they really look good. And if anybody I love ever come across me with some shoes like this on, I promise you I'm just gonna push you over. I'm just gonna knock you over. Because doesn't it look like somebody can just knock you over? I mean, they don't look very stable. I mean, look at the bottom. The bottom does look pretty stable, I guess, but they're just hideous. They're hideous. And why would they do this? This is so ridiculous. But they do it because it's a money grab. People are gonna get it because everything's a fad. Crocs are now super in. Of course, people are gonna buy it because it's Balenciaga and they're stupid. So there you go. And I'm not lying. This is actually a thing. What will they think of next? Jesus. Lastly, guys, in our honorable mention news, we have Doubling Down with the Doricos. I don't know how many people watch this show. I think a lot of people are asleep on this show. And I was asleep for a while too. I had to binge watch last season. I think I caught it right when it was about to go off air. But I caught up and I enjoyed it. So it's back and it had 2 episodes that came on. First off, I'm not going to go over the whole episode or whatever. But what I will do is talk about the fact that, oh my God, they got 14 kids. Oh my God, they got 14 kids. Now, that's not unusual because, so many white people, there's been a lot of, look at those people with the pedophile son. I can't remember their names right now, but they're like Sarah Jane and Lucy Liu and all them or whatever over there. And she has a whole lot. She probably got more than 14. Oh, what was it, like 17 kids and counting or some shit like that? But anyway, these people got 14 kids, way too many for me. But they like it, I love it. So this season, let's talk about the father first of all. Let's talk about the father and the fact that he's so sensitive. Oh my God. He's always crying. He cries in absolutely every episode. Now they got me when I was when I first started watching them. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know the dynamic or anything. And I'm like, oh my God, he's crying. Like, it got to me. Now, season 2, he cried in episode 1 and 2. I think he cried in 2. I don't know. But yeah, he did. He cried in 1 and 2 actually. Oh my God, I cannot stand a super sensitive man. I'm sorry. Shoot me. No, don't shoot me. But I can't stand a sensitive man. That shit is just not cute at all. So all of that super crying all the time. I swear to God, if I was her, I would just be like, dude, can you let me? Like, let me cry. Let me get my shit off before you sit up here like a little broad crying all the time. But that's besides the point, you guys. I went on a tangent. However, I really like the show and I like them. They're cute. They're sweet. So this, I'm going to give a spoiler, you guys. I'm going to give a spoiler. So I'm warning you right now. If you did not see episode 2, click off now. No, don't click off because I really want you to stay to the end of the video. But, okay, so I'll just say this. There is a chance that the mom, they were thinking that the mom could be pregnant again. And when I tell you grandma was not about it, she went in. I mean, she was not about it. And I'm kind of torn, you guys, because in a way I get it. I get what she's saying because that's what I just said. They got 14 kids. It's way too many. Way too many for me. I'll say that. But the mom went in. So I'm torn on the fact of, is it really her business? I mean, I know she says it is because she helps them out a lot. She keeps them, and it looks like she really keeps the babies and everything. And so that kind of makes it her business to me. The fact that she's there to help and, you're giving me more responsibility. Flip side, it's really not your responsibility. And it's easy for us to say, as moms or whatever, just give it up. Don't do it. Just don't do it then. If you don't want to do it and you don't want to help him, don't do it. But how are we not going to help our kid? Like, we're going to help our kid. So I'm kind of torn on if she's right or wrong, but he was offended. And he had the right to be. I mean, he was just like, she's overstepping because she did all of this in front of the wife as well. And I feel like that was inappropriate. Like, you guys, we have to. It's very important that you watch the energy that you give off to people, especially people that you are important to. Like, if you're important to people, your energy and the way you come across and the way you take things in and the energy that you give off and your feedback really affects them. It really does. So we have to watch how we come off when we are dealing with people who our tongues are tied to their heart, meaning what we say can really affect them, and it goes directly, they take it to heart, whatever we say. And I got that from Ayanla. Thanks. But I just think that she's entitled to her opinion. The way she went about doing it was all wrong. I really wish she would not have let off that energy in front of the wife, especially. If you want to tell your son the truth and everything later on, you know, in close quarters, that's fine. But the fact that she did it in front of the potentially pregnant wife, I just felt like it was uncool. Now, is he selfish because he is going to end up needing his mom to help and he's telling her that it's none of her business? However, she's probably not going to deny him help because that's your kid. But he's saying it's none of your business. However, if it's none of my business, don't ask me to help you. And he's definitely going to ask her to help with this new baby as well. So I'm kind of torn, but I will say it's drama. It's some drama over at Doubling Down with the Doricos. So if y'all don't watch it, y'all better get into it. Get into it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming back. I will see you Sunday for Married to Medicine. Smooches. Oh wait, like, comment, and subscribe.